Hello and welcome back to the Unnamed Town. This is the first episode that I am recording after I already uploaded one of them, and I have some comments. So it's nice to see that some people are watching. Thank you very much for that, guys. Once again, suggest your names for the town in the comments. I'm not going to be naming the town just yet, but still keep your suggestions coming. And I just wanted to respond to some comments as well before we start. So first of all, yes, it is extremely laggy. That is because I'm recording on a very laggy laptop. I do not have access to my powerful gaming computer at the moment because I'm stuck in quarantine in Russia and I normally live in London. This is also why some of the graphics are a bit worse and, glitches happen. Hopefully once I actually get back to London, it evens itself out and works better. Also, one of you sent me a link to a mod where I can create my own memories, and that is awesome. And I'm definitely going to be using that to sort of fix up some of the memories later on. Maybe delete some memories that I didn't want to happen or whatever. But I still want to actually create the memories somewhat naturally because I find it entertaining to do. So yeah, as you can see, I did some preparation. I have added some more families. They are going to come into play a little bit later, but we're first going to start off with the Brooks family, and let's place them down here. So Sandra Brooks right here is the sim that we played with last episode, and we had her have all of these kids, which all have the same face because of the firstborn effect, and I still haven't really figured out how to do that. I have read up on it, and apparently you're supposed to sort of exit and come into the game again when they're actually having their kids, so I might try some other things. But for now, they all have the same face. I don't really mind that much. As you can see, the kids that we had last episode, this is Natasha, Tonya, and Dennis. They have already aged up, and Sandra's husband has passed away. Damien, he passed away from old age, so he had a very sort of peaceful way of going, unlike the rest of our Sims. He is in that graveyard over there somewhere. So right now we are going to be focusing on Natasha, so if she could leave, we're going to age her up. I also figured out that you can age Sims up from the Tombstone of Life and Death, which is great. Alright, she's just moving out on her own. And this is Dominic. This is Dominic Brown. And he's going to be her husband. So I'm going to cheat that relationship all the way up. And let's actually make them fall in love with each other. You did what now? Can you maybe do it then? Fallen in love. And straight away, let's propose. If it were that easy, huh? She has the exact same face as her mother, doesn't she? Like, that jawline is unmistakable. And straight away, just get married. What? Really? That was a negative for you. How was that a negative memory? She's literally a family sim. How is that a negative memory? It's a positive memory for him. Well, the marriage was a positive memory. Anyway, whatever. You guys are married now. Go make babies. I didn't even put in any walls or anything. It's just out in the open. Perfect. Okay, perfect. She's having the kid, so I'm going to save just in case she has a girl because I want her to have 2 boys. Ah, it's a girl. Nope. Please have a boy this time. It's a girl again. It's a girl again. Oh, finally. Oh my god. Okay. Tristan. His name is Tristan. I think Tristan looks like his dad. Like, you obviously can't tell because they have the exact same hair, exact same eyes, but I think the nose is his dad's. I mean, he's going to be a child in the game, so I might as well just age him up once again and see for sure. Yeah, doesn't he look like his dad? But they also look very similar, so I can't really tell. Anyway, alright, now that they actually have a kid, I'm gonna give them walls. Also, you know how in episode 1, the wife saw the husband cheat and I couldn't figure out how she did that? Probably because I didn't have a roof, so it didn't actually count as a separate room. That would be my guess. So I want her to have a boy again, and I want the boy not to look like Tristan. Okay, she's having the kid now. So save. I watched a bunch of videos on YouTube explaining how to do this, and everyone has their own theories. But one that I saw work is if you go into create a family and you create 2 people and basically randomize a bunch of kids, that sort of kickstarts the randomizer again. So when it comes to actually having your kid, it is more randomized. So it really doesn't matter what the Sims look like. It's just a matter of going into the genetics thing and pressing this button a bunch of times to kickstart the randomizer. Now let's go have that kid and hope that it's a boy. Baby boy. Oh, yes, baby boy. And his name is gonna be Nathan. Alright, so are they the same or are they not the same? Can't really tell like this. Let's look at their personalities because the personalities are also copied actually. They are different! Look at that! Well, that's good to see. I can't really age him up to check further than that because he needs to be a toddler and he needs to be a child at the start of the game. But it's good to see that their personalities are different because that is actually one of the ways to tell. All right, now we are going to move in Tonya with these guys. Well, before we continue, I know I said I'm not actually going to be changing the appearances of anybody, and I'm not really going to focus on that, but I just want them to look different because it's annoying me that they are identical. Are they identical? What? They don't look the same. They do have different personalities. This one, Natasha, is definitely a clone of the mother. Look at that! They do look different. Well, what do you know? Anyway, I still want to change that hair because everyone has that hair. Alright, so now they're friends with all of their kids. We are going to have them move out. Move Natasha out with Dominic. So Tonya is left with Nathan and Tristan, who are Natasha's kids. I think you can see where this is going. We are moving them into the death lot. So the story of this family is that Natasha and Dominic tragically died at a young age. They are adults, so they died before their time. Natasha's sister Tonya had to take in their children. So yeah, Tonya had to take in the kids, and Tonya has the pleasure aspiration, so she really wanted to have fun with her life. Go out, party, have friends, meet guys, you know, do that kind of thing. But she had to grow up really quickly and learn how to take care of children because she is now faced with raising Natasha's children as her own, essentially. The Grim Reaper's so tired of my crap. Her husband just died and she already wants to fall in love and get married again. I mean, to be fair, she does also want to resurrect him, so I guess you win some, you lose some. But yeah, now that her sister has died, she is taking care of her sister's kids as her own. The kid is severely depressed. That is very sad. We're only 3 episodes in, and we already have like this complex family tree with so many Sims. I love it. I should probably wall them in because they are getting cold, and that's annoying. I also got them a bookshelf because part of what I want to happen is I want Natasha to learn parenting because that actually does create a memory. She was forced to grow up, and so learning how to parent is going to be part of that. I don't know how to cheat this, so I'm just going to wait it out. That's how the story goes. Natasha died, she learned parenting. I'm also probably going to get her to teach the kid how to walk. First of all, to actually do that and also to fulfill a wish of his so he's not that depressed. There we go. The kid is happy. The kid was taught how to walk by Tonya. And she also has that in her memories. Alright, so the last kid remaining in this family is Dennis. Let's go check him out. So at the start of the game, Dennis is going to be an adult. He's going to have his own family and his own kids. But he's currently a teenager and I want him to have a previous relationship before he meets his wife. Similarly to how I did with his mum, where Sandra was in a relationship with Lori before she actually met her husband and settled down. Dennis is actually going to start dating Lori's kid. So the same family, 1 generation apart, are going to try the same romance. But unfortunately, it is also doomed and it's not going to work. Ask out on date. Kaylee doesn't own a phone. Ah! Well, I guess we're doing it from Kaylee's perspective because I'm not loading back into this family. So going on a date should have already created a memory. Yeah, there we go. First date with Dennis. Let's actually try and make this date good. So just talking, already filled that. Entertain him, joke. He wants to hug her, so let's hug them romantically. She doesn't want to do that. What? Excuse me? I did not know that could happen in the game, and now my date is going bad because of that? It's a horrible date. That date was incredibly bad. You're the worst time I've ever had. Let's not ever do that again. Does that create a memory? Had a horrible date with Dennis. You know what? Sometimes you plant seeds and they don't grow out to be what you wanted them to be. How do I recover from this? If I call him again, is he gonna come? It's always a pleasure to see you. You literally just said, let's not ever do that again. But now you're saying it's always a pleasure to see me. Alright, let's try this again. Talk to Dennis. I hope lightning doesn't strike twice, quite literally. But look, they're having a great date now. Okay, let's try and kiss him then. Oh, look at that. That's what the first kiss looks like when you've got the cutscene turned off. Propose, go steady. Alright, that date is going good, so let's end it there. But now, the first date was an omen to how the relationship is going to go. And just like her mother dumped his mother, she is now going to dump him. Aw, poor kid. Alright, time to age up, boy. And now it's time to find your own place because you are an adult. And now his mum is all alone and she is actually going to move in with Tonya to help her raise the kids. So there we go. We've got Sandra, Tonya, Tristan and Nathan. At the moment, I can't really continue with Dennis because he is going to have a wife, but I haven't created her yet. She comes from a completely separate family that is going to appear in future episodes. Tonya is already done. Natasha is dead. So I'm already done with the Brooks kids. Time to switch to the Reynolds kids. The Reynolds kids are pretty much just gonna age up and move out. Do they look the same out of curiosity? Well, he looks very handsome. I don't think they look the same, do they? Well, that's great. I'm thinking eventually in the neighborhood I'm gonna have some apartment blocks somewhere and all the elders that live on their own are gonna live in the apartment block, but we'll see. All right, so Haley, meet your husband Craig. His mum was Moira Sullivan and his dad is Jack Sullivan. He is still alive. Jack Sullivan's dream is to be very rich and successful and the player can do that for him if they want to. And we're gonna basically make them have kids and get married and, you know, we've already done this many times, so you probably know what we're doing by now. I really hate that haircut. I'm definitely changing something. Also, maybe give her brown hair. She did not like that. Mama. She changed out of the black underwear into white underwear because the black underwear apparently wasn't maternity appropriate. I love that logic in The Sims. Alright, she's having her kid. I'm gonna save, not because of the genetics thing, but because I want her to have a boy. Oh, it's a girl. Let's try that again. Boy. Okay. His name is Miles. Alright, Miles can age up again. Let's make him actually friends with his parents. I'm not making all the families have their kids as friends, just for clarification. There are going to be families that have drama with their parents and kids, but not these families. They have enough drama, I feel like. Alright, so the kid has to get out and the parents are going to make another baby. Alright, perfect. She's having that second kid. Please be a girl. I need a girl. Girl. Perfect. And the girl has brown hair and blue eyes. Look at that. She's completely different. That's amazing. I didn't even have to do anything. Her name is Morgan. Oh, look. He's so happy he has a sister. That's so cute. Morgan has got red hair. I thought she had brown hair, but she's got red hair just like her daddy. I really like red hair in Sims. I don't know. I mean, in real life as well. Alright, well that is it with this family. Let's move on to Curtis. And just like that, they are married. Oh yeah, I forgot to share that she also has parents, Ethan and Harper. They are dead. The first kid should be a boy. It is a boy. Black hair, brown eyes. His name is Lloyd. I love how that kid is just on the floor casually as they're making another kid. I've tried like 5 times. Why are they not getting pregnant? Finally! Wow, that took like 7 times. Alright, I need this next kid to be a boy also. Actually, it doesn't really matter, does it? I just need the next one to be different from the third one. It is a boy. And they are different. Look at that. Brown hair, blue eyes. That one had black hair, brown eyes. That's good. This boy's name is Sean. Oh, come on! That was so uncalled for. Now I need to buy a shower. Okay, Lloyd is a toddler. Oh, look at that kid playing in a puddle. So this kid has to be a girl. Girl. It is a girl. Brown hair, blue eyes. And this girl's name is Scarlett. Alright, so that is it for this family. When you load up the game, this family is going to consist of Curtis, Jamie, their son Lloyd, who is a child, their son Sean, who is a toddler, and their daughter Scarlett, who is a baby. Curtis has a sister, Kaylee. Kaylee is married to Craig. They have a son, Miles, who is a child, and a daughter, Morgan, who is a toddler. We also played through the Brooks family, and we had Natasha have 2 children. Unfortunately, they died, and their children are now being taken care of by Natasha's sister and mother, Tonya and Sandra. Dennis is also going to have children, but his wife isn't created yet. She comes from a very complicated family as well that is going to be created at a later point. So in the next episode, I am either going to create this big family where Dennis's wife comes from, or I actually might start focusing on maybe some builds, and I might build some houses because I feel like I need to switch it up a little bit to keep it interesting for myself and for anybody watching as well. Either way, if you watch this video, please let me know what you think. This is my second day of recording. I'm very, very new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing, and I would love to hear any opinions, as well as maybe any tips on creating this, because I know that there are a lot more people who play The Sims 2 and are much better than I am at this game. In any case, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!